Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Integrity Commission submits 2 more investigation reports to Parliament. The Integrity Commission on Monday submitted 2 more investigation reports to Parliament for tabling. This brings to 3 the number of reports from the Commission waiting to be tabled in the House of Representatives and the Senate. Last Thursday, September 5, the Commission notified the public that it had submitted an investigation report, associated indicative ruling, and the full ruling of its Director of Corruption Prosecution for tabling. In a release on Monday, the Integrity Commission said it has submitted an addendum to that investigation report submitted for tabling on September 5. The addendum is a 6-page third-party witness statement relevant to the report. According to the Commission, it received the witness statement on Friday, September 6, after it had submitted the report for tabling. Additionally, the Commission has sought to clarify that the witness statement is not meant to alter the findings, conclusions, or recommendations in the report. In the meantime, the parliamentary opposition is urging the Andrew Holness administration to quickly table the reports recently submitted to Parliament by the Integrity Commission. Speaking at a People's National Party meeting in South St. Andrew on Sunday night, General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell expressed the shock and anger that the reports have been allegedly leaked to a radio station.
Then they come with a thing and say they're going to call back the Parliament early to table the report. Want it look like them have good news. When I want to tell the Prime Minister tonight, I am double giving the Prime Minister to call back the Parliament this year Tuesday and table the report in the Parliament so that we can examine the report. Call it back and table it. Call it back and table it. I'm here to do it because something that we want on the platform of the People's National Party conference with the report in hand, and I will take it to the People's Court and find out what is really going on. How do you find him when it comes on to corruption?
All set for nomination day ahead of Northeast St. Ann by-election. The Electoral Office of Jamaica says all is set for nomination day for the upcoming by-election in the Northeast St. Ann constituency. In a release on Monday, the EOJ said it is set to accept nominations from eligible candidates for the by-election. Nomination will take place on Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the Office of the Returning Officer, St. Ann Northeastern, located at 1 Wharf Street, St. Ann's Bay. Political parties intending to contest the election must be registered with the Electoral Commission of Jamaica under the Representation of the People's Amendment Act 2014. Individuals wishing to contest the election who are not members of registered political parties may do so as independent candidates. The parliamentary opposition says it will not be contesting the election. JLP candidate Matthew Samuda is therefore expected to win the September 30 poll. The news was informed that the PNP's caretaker candidate, Dr. Ryan Simpson, had scheduled a press briefing for Monday morning to highlight alleged voter registration irregularities in the constituency ahead of the by-election, but the briefing was later cancelled. Female killed in hit and run in Spanish Town. A devastating hit-and-run accident in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has claimed the life of 30-year-old Shadeen Wright, marking the fourth female fatality on the area's roads in recent days. According to reports, the incident occurred around 6:20 p.m. on Monday near 6 St. John's Road. Wright, an unemployed resident of Yallas, St. Thomas, and 6 St. John's Road, Spanish Town, was crossing the road when a Honda Fit motorcar struck her. The driver fled at the scene, leaving Wright injured. She was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries. The St. Catherine North Traffic Department has launched an investigation into the incident and is searching for the fleeing motorist. The tragic event follows the fatal collision on Saturday that claimed the lives of 73-year-old taxi operator Cecil Kemp, Patsy Bagaloo Gaynor, and the 17-year-old student Jamelia Wallace. Firefighter Shaheen Nelson lost her life in a crash on Friday, September 6. The recent spate of fatal accidents has raised concerns about road safety in the area. Nephew of man who died at the Sanctuary International claims possessions stolen en route to morgue. The nephew of a man who died at the Sanctuary International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James last Wednesday after falling and hitting his head, says in addition to not receiving timely medical attention, his uncle's body was subsequently robbed. 71-year-old Leroy Smith's death has been the subject of controversy amid reports that he did not receive the required medical attention after suffering a medical emergency at the airport. Raymond Smith, the son of the deceased man's twin brother, said that after dropping off his uncle at the airport, he was the one who rushed back there after the family was notified of his medical situation. When I got back to the airport, his body was being wrapped up by 2 undertakers, recalled the nephew. He said he informed the undertakers that he wanted to take possession of the items. The undertakers took the body outside and placed it in a van, and I was there waiting on them to turn over the items when the police officer who was handling the investigation told me I could also pick up his luggage, which I went off and did, thinking the undertakers would have waited on me, said the nephew. When I returned, the van with the body was gone. The police officer made a quick call to get his colleagues to stop the vehicle before it left the compound, but by then it was gone. Another police officer called the funeral home and told them the body was coming and all of Mr. Smith's personal items were still on him, added the nephew. Not familiar with the layout of Montego Bay, the nephew said it took him over half an hour to get to the funeral home, which is in downtown Montego Bay. He said when he got there, he identified himself and told the person in the office that he was there to collect his uncle's possessions. I was surprised when she told me what was found on the body, since the van with the body had still not arrived there, said the nephew. About half an hour later, the van arrived with the body. One of the men handed me a bag with my uncle's chain, his ring, his watch, Jamaican $50 and Jamaican $30 in silver, saying that was all they found on him. I know he had a lot of money on him because on my way to Montego Bay, I saw him pay US $400 for a car he had rented and got back US $50 change. I also paid Jamaican $5,000 at the gas pump for my gas in Montego Bay. He took out Jamaican $2,000 and gave me to give a youth who had roasted some breadfruit for him. He had a lot of Jamaican and US dollars on him. I saw it myself. He had money to buy liquor in the airport's duty-free shop to take back to Florida for persons who had asked him to bring back those items for them, stated the nephew. I want to know, where you ever hear say man go travel go back to America and all him have on him is Jamaican $50 and Jamaican $30 silver? That no make no sense. After them make him dead because of US $400 for a private ambulance, which I approved when them called me from the airport, them turn around and rob the dead man. Them rob my uncle. Them rob the dead man, he claimed. The elder Smith, an established mechanic who is originally from Westmoreland but was based in Orlando, Florida, came to Jamaica to attend the funeral of a relative in White House, Westmoreland. He reportedly fell and hit his head while checking in at the airport last Wednesday. Fellow passenger Celia Foster, who ran to his assistance alongside a JetBlue employee, said he was on the ground battling for life for more than 20 minutes before a nurse came. According to Foster, instead of pushing to get medical help for Smith, an airport official who arrived belatedly seemed more interested in which family member was going to approve the US $400 to utilize the services of a private ambulance to take him to hospital. He never reached the hospital and was instead taken to the morgue. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.